Well, all right, folks, here we are. Here we are again. Imagine cutting and burning, getting the piles cleaned up. Got more over there to bring over, but while that's starting to really get going, I'm gonna come in here and try to tackle these stumps here. So if you remember, this was a huge clump of maples that came up in a big spruce. This is going to be a hard one to dig out. It's going to be a big hole because those are going to be joined together. That stump alone would be big. It's going to be huge with this. So I know that I'm got safe distance from the power cables. The power cables for the generator are over here, and then they go that way. So I don't need to worry about them. But yeah, it's going to be a crater. So that's the first thing. Ash is over stacking firewood. So we got these piles to clean up still, stuff in there to grab, to burn. And then hopefully get at taking a few more trees down, just thinning a couple out through there. And I think that clump of maples I'm gonna thin out and leave one or two in there. This one maple that's leaning this way, we're gonna take that one down and leave the two big ones coming up. And I think a couple hemlock in through there, just to make it easier once this is all soiled and seeded and turned to grass. Make things much easier for getting in there and mowing and stuff like that. But yeah, first things first, gotta get this big old stump ripped out. All right, folks, you know that saying, some days you should just stay in bed, you'd be farther ahead. Today was one of those days. So, you know, I originally showed you, there's Ashley heading home. I originally started this video with showing you the stump that I was gonna rip out, which I got out, no problem. It's right over there. So I ran into another issue along the way that really surprised me. So if you notice at the start of this video, the power cables came up on the ground all the way over here. It used to be a deck on here. So they're literally, the only thing burying the power cables was the deck. So it came over right to here, and then it went underground from right to this point. So one would think that they would go over to the generator. No, they did not. It made a sharp turn over here to where the stump was, and right to there. So what you see is the power cable going to the cottage and the control for the inside to switch it on and off. The generator was off, so that's good when this happened. But yeah, there it is. But luckily, because of what they did with this, I have loads of slack. So I can connect these back together, put them in a junction box, probably put a little post here, put the box back, put the box on, and ready to go. So that's that. And then I was over here ripping away at this stump, and all of a sudden I see caution tape. So at least on this one, there's caution tape. And then there's cables going through the ground here. So we got 2 white, 1 black. I don't know what those are for. Oh wait, here's another one. Another one. Maybe those are going over to the sheds over there. I don't know what's going on, but at least these were marked. But why would there wouldn't be this many wires going over to the sheds? I don't know. I'm wondering if like this was the original setup that they used, and then they went to this. I'm confused right now. Originally I thought it was just the 2 white wires, but it's not. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'm gonna try to figure that out. That's interesting. But regardless, we can't stay here because nothing is hooked up anymore. Generator obviously is not gonna do anything. No good, that's for sure. So until then, I'm heading out of here. We're heading home, unfortunately. We were planning on staying back here tonight again, do a bunch more burning. We've got quite a bit of burning done, but there's lots more laying around that we would have done. Anyway, so stay tuned, folks. Stay tuned. Didn't need that today, that's for sure. Well, all right, folks, we are back to get this thing fixed up. Got an electrician coming later on today, so I'm gonna get in here as close as I can with the machine and then do the rest with the shovel. Get the line for the controller for the generator, and then get the actual power line geared up. Can't come past there because that's the septic. Septic tank is here, so I shouldn't hit any pipes or anything. The pipe should be out right around here somewhere, but honestly, who the heck knows what's going on back here at this point. But yeah, got to get this trench done. I've got a 6x6 post. So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to dig a straight trench. Imagine that. A straight trench from here, from this end, peel off some of that and pull the wires up. I'm going to put a post right in here somewhere, 6x6 post. They're going to come up and join junction box, cut the post off, put something over it after the fact to make it sort of decorative, and then that's it. So straight trench through there. So I'm going to start at the house, work my way back. Yep. I do have some warning tape with me. I've got some gravel over there. If the soil isn't too good, but the soil looks pretty good, I might be all right with just putting this soil back in, but I might grab some gravel and throw on top of it. But man, what a beautiful day. Fishing season opens up this weekend. I've got a hockey tournament. Man, it'd be something nice to be out in the boat right now. Beautiful. Well, let's get this fixed. Well, all right, folks, got the post in, got the wires attached to the post just to keep them up out of the way. I'll let the electrician decide where he wants to put the box. More than likely, the box might have to go on this back side because of these lines being shorter. Again, this is going to be covered up regardless, so you're not going to see it. So I really don't care where he puts it. He can put it on this side. He can put it back here, this side, that side. Doesn't matter to me. All right, so I didn't end up going too deep with the trench for 2 reasons. One, I'm going to be the one living here. So I have no plans of selling this place. And if I ever did, I would let people know. I'll do up like a drawing of where it's at. But I mean, you'll be able to see the post and you'll be able to see this. And this is basically a straight line from there over to there. From here where it goes, I don't know. It's kind of a little bit concerning that it goes really close to this birch tree because of the roots. It's actually kind of hard to believe that some of these roots didn't mess up the lines to begin with. They get in the ground, they start pushing down on the lines, and it's just not a great situation, that's for sure. But anyway, dug this little one up here by hand, but I ended up finding some more lines. So here's the old lines. I don't remember if I showed you guys in the first part of this video because it was a couple days ago, the lines that are over here in the bank, but I'll show you those again. But these came and they go in through the foundation into the crawl space. I haven't gone in there yet to see where they go. And then there's a conduit here, and in the conduit was the actual main power cable that you see over there, which again, I don't know if I showed you guys that or not. So when they first did this, they did it, you know, pretty correct, to be honest. They had flagging tape. There was a little bit of flagging tape here, but you can see there's some right here. So they had some warning tape. I caught that and I said, okay, stop. So I did. And they had it in conduit. So they ran it over up in conduit. This conduit would have come up and joined into this originally. They end up just cutting this off and feeding this line right up inside into the cottage. So I would say more than likely a new generator setup, and the cable that was here maybe it may not have been heavy enough to handle the power with the added load here on the second half of the build. So they just cut it off and they just left it. More than likely that's what happened. So the first time they did it, at least they put some flagging tape in the ground, some warning tape. The second time, not so much. But anyway, if I didn't show you the cables, the lines in the first part of this video, here they are over here. So there's the two white lines, the small black line, and then the actual power cable. So I only found one white line so far and the black line. So I'm not 100% sure what else is going on over here or where it goes. But this goes really close, like over to where the septic bed is, it looks like, and follows the septic bed up and in. It's so hard to say what was done here, to be honest. But anyway, those are the main reasons why I didn't go super deep with it. But what I am gonna do is, this is nice soil. There's a couple rocks in it I'll flick off to the side. I'm gonna put a little lift of soil back on top, and then I have some warning tape with me, and I'm gonna put the warning tape down just so that if anyone is ever here for whatever reason, we are gonna put planters along here, probably like raised beds, to cover up the concrete and the hangers, and I can take those off if I want to, but where the old deck was. So we're definitely gonna do that, but just in case someone was ever here digging around here, then at least you catch the warning tape first if that's the case and you know something's going on. But you'll definitely know there's a post there, whether it's, you know, it'll be covered up. But anyway, definitely gonna do it. Not 100% correct. Like if this was a new house build or something, you know, you wouldn't get away with this. It'd have to be deeper into some crusher dust and stuff like that. But this soil's nice. You can direct bury if you put it in conduit. You could use that soil, no problem. But anyway, we're off grid, so everything's fine that way. But no, this will do the trick. So I'm gonna backfill it pretty much right up to here and let those guys do their thing. And then once they're done, then I can backfill the whole post. I'll end up cutting the post off lower, depends on where they put their box. But yeah, we're at the point where you can start doing some backfilling. Now it's time to wait for the electrician. So, got the posts in the ground. They're all ready to roll. Trench is backfilled. Flagging tape, warning tape is down. So the only thing left to do is for them to hook it up and for us to fire it up. So I did go inside and look, and that white wire going in comes over and goes to the pressure tank. The pressure tank is underneath the crawl space over in this corner, which I am going to switch around. This room right here is the utility room. So I'm gonna end up moving the pressure tank into this room and building like a little wall for that. And then I'll just have to extend the well water line up to here, which is no big deal. But anyway, I think it's gonna be about a half an hour before they get here, so I'm just gonna rip out a few stumps while I'm waiting right now. So we cut some more away over here from the shed. We're pretty much done. We might end up taking a couple of those maples out just where they're hanging right over top of the roof. But that's pretty much it. We're not doing really anything through here. maybe just thin out the undergrowth a bit through here, and then clean up the log, clean up the stumps, smooth this all out, and then this will eventually be grass as well, joining down into the walkway, and then the boat launch will be coming through here down to the water. So you'll have grass everywhere here, grass in front, boat launch, grass, and then a lot of grass out there. So yeah, there went from that little spot and that little spot to mow to yeah, a lot of mowing. Well, there, that pile of stumps is gone. I definitely need to invest in a root rake for the excavators for doing this stuff, that's for sure. Make things a lot quicker. But yeah, once that pile of stumps is gone, obviously, and once this is just like the undergrowth and stuff is thinned up through there, be a nice clear opening to look at, and that will help dry some stuff out in there as well, because it gets pretty swampy in there at times. Yeah, all right, I'm just gonna walk around and see what else I can maybe tinker at until they arrive. I think there is a few more stumps that could come out. Actually, I think there's one, yeah, right out here in the corner. There's a couple right out here on the corner of the generator building. I could get those out, clean some of this brush up that's laying along here, get it into piles. Yeah, might as well do that, I guess. And there's a few down there. I just don't know if I can take them out without harming any other trees. So for now, I'm gonna leave those alone. But I'll tinker around with those. And just wait for them to show up for now. Yeah, see there's a few through there, but I don't know what I can do and can't do without harming other trees at this point. So we'll wait. We'll wait for those. Listen to that sweet, sweet sound of the generator cranking. And look at there, we've got lights. Yep, she back together. We are back in business. And the switch inside is now working. Wicked. All right, so here's what we got. Here's the box where all their connections are taking place. So I can cut this off anywhere where I want to. I can cut it off right here if I want to. So that's what will be above ground. And then we can do whatever we want. Put a planter over top of that. Put a lighthouse over top, whatever. So all I got left to do now is backfill where I ripped the stump out and just backfill around this. And then we'll need some soil in here regardless anyway for doing what we were gonna do. But yeah, she's back together and working. Well, all right folks, that's gonna do it. So you never know what's gonna happen from day to day. You can't tell what's in the ground. And you just guess like, why did that come out here and then head that way instead of going straight across? I don't know. We didn't do it, I didn't do it, whatever, but it's done, it's back together. Now I know. So folks, that is gonna do it. A little bit of a make work project for sure. Not an expensive repair by any means. The guys who came and did it, Pinebrook Electric, I believe their company's name is, don't quote me on that. The guy's name is Nick. Absolutely awesome. Awesome. They looked at it yesterday. It happened on Saturday. I contacted him yesterday. He looked at it yesterday and it's done today. Like, that's wicked. And he stopped in on his way from doing other things to do this. I'm starting to meet more and more local contractors from around the area because, you know, I haven't been here for that long. So I'm trying to, you know, meet as many local contractors and stuff as I can for guys I want to work with in the future. And he's definitely one of those guys for sure. So thanks, man. If you happen to watch this somehow, thank you. But anyway, folks, that's going to do it. So until next time, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you then. Bye.